Good morning. Today's section, Grade 9, History Chapter 1, The French Revolution, Part 1. French Revolution. French Revolution was a revolution in France from 1789 to 1799. The result of the French Revolution was the end of the monarchy. The King Louis XVI was executed in 1793. The revolution ended when the Napoleon Bonaparte took power in November 1799. It seems that the French Revolution is an uprising in France against the monarchy from 1789 to 1799, which resulted in the establishment of France as a democratic republic. For example, we can say that the French Revolution is the stamping of the Bastille by the French citizen. The French Revolution stands for equality, liberty, and fraternity. This led to rise of modern nationalism. Next, the French society during the late 18th century. It means that the background we are going to see about the French society. In 1774, Louis XVI, a 20-year young from Bourbon dynasty, assigned the throne of France. He was welcomed by empty treasures. The French was reeling under the tumultuous debate which had mounted up to 2 billion livres. It says that when the king was 20 years young, he was assigned the throne of France. During at that time, the treasury was empty because the French was reeling under the great amount penny 2 billion French currency. Why it costs? What is the reason it costs? French helped 13 British colonies to gain independence from common enemy Britain. The war added a billion livres to the debate. Let us understand French society. The French society was divided into three estates. The first estate, clergy. Second estate, nobility. Third estate, big businessmen, merchants, court officials, peasants, landless laborers, servants, etc. It means that the society was divided into equality. The first estate comprised the clergy, second estate comprised the nobility, third estate comprised the low class peoples like big businessmen, merchants, landlords, laborers, servants, farmers, etc. Next, the struggle for survival. A population of France grew, and so did the demand for grain. The gap between the rich and poor widened. This led to subsistence crisis. It says that the French citizen struggles for their own survival. Why? An extreme situation where the basic means of livelihood were becoming extinct. Next, the growing middle class in the France. The growing middle class. The 18th century witnessed the emergence of middle class, which was educated and believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. These ideas were put forward by the philosophers such as Locke in the English philosopher and Rousseau, French philosopher. Both these philosophers expressed their ideas and thoughts to change the monarchy system to bring the democratic republic. Next, how the outbreak of the revolution in French society, how it came. It means that these are the events took place during the World Regnum. The French Revolution went through the various stages. When the Louis XVI became the King of the France in 1774, he inherited a treasury which was empty. There was growing dissent within the society of the World Regnum. Second, in 1789, Louis XVI called the Estates General to pass the proposal for new taxes. The trade estate forms National Assembly. The Bastille is stormed. The peasants revolts in the countryside. In 1791, the National Assembly completed the draft of constitution. It limited the powers of the king and guaranteed basic right to all the human beings. The France became constitutional monarchy in 1792 to 93. Third, in the event of 1792 to 93, the French abolished monarchy and became a republic. National Assembly was replaced by convention. The king and queen were executed. In 1793 to 94, the event was referred as an reign of terror. It means and called as enemies of republic. In 1799, the revolution ends with the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. These are the events took place during the World Regnum. I have mentioned all the events what are the took place to change the outbreak of the revolution. Let us see remaining topics on the part 2 video. If you have any doubt when the school reopens, at that time we will clear your doubts. Thank you, students.